Hello and welcome to The Lucky Roll, an eclectic channel for eclectic games. And today we're reviewing Project L, a game for 1 to 5 players from Board Computer. It's an engine-building tile placement game in which you place Tetris-style pieces to complete tiles for both victory points and extra pieces to add to your engine. It's a game that is very reminiscent of Century Spice or Splendor, except its concept is presented with a very abstract and puzzle-style setting that is both engaging and very accessible to new players. The first thing that struck me about this game was the presentation. A striking and solitary blue L in a sleek, big black box that piques the curiosity and gives no hint to the contents inside. Upon opening it and being greeted with the components inside, I have often enjoyed watching recognition and indeed joy dawn on the faces of new players to the game as they realize that this is a game based upon the Tetris theme with both classic and new shapes to play with. Indeed, the first impression that this game gives is superb, as this is among the most stylish and slick games in terms of components that I have ever seen. The aesthetic is first-rate, with top-quality pieces and tiles for players to utilize in their game, and the instant recognition of the theme automatically explains the objective of the game for new players almost immediately. Upon presenting similar games such as Splendor or Century Spice to new players, I have often struggled initially with bridging their hesitation towards the theme to the gameplay itself as they try to make the mental jump from the concept and theme to the economic and value mechanics attributed to the cubes or card gems that they play with to win the game. Not so much with Project L. With this game, it's simplicity itself. Complete the tile with the Tetris shapes to keep it. If there's a unique piece at the corner of that tile, you collect that piece and add it to your pile. If there's a victory point number, then you tally it up, and at the end of the game, the player with the most victory points wins. During this pandemic, I have struggled to find players to playtest games with, and indeed, many non-gamers among my family have actively ran away when they saw me coming towards them with a new rectangular or square-shaped box in order to torture them with. Not so with this game. Project L is the first game that many of my family instantly got and enjoyed. I was amazed at how accessible this game is to the non-gamer, and that is because of the simplicity of its theme and the sheer sleekness of its components. This is now literally top of my list of games to firmly grab for anyone I want to introduce to this hobby, and I applaud Project L for that. To the regular gamer, however, this is a light, quick and easy filler game that you can slot in between sessions effortlessly. It's lighter than the 2 games I have compared it with, as creativity with the shapes allows you a greater degree of scope in filling in tiles, whereas Splendor and Century Spice requires specific tokens and ingredients. The tiles that you fill in are also not competed for amongst players, as part of your actions is to grab an empty tile to be fulfilled slowly by you in subsequent turns. So as soon as you take the tile, no other player can steal it. In the other games I mentioned, however, the tiles that players compete for remain in a pool in the center of the board and are only taken by the first player to complete the requirements needed. Project L doesn't have such direct competition, and indeed has a more chilled out vibe to it, as players focus solely on completing the tiles that they have taken in as quick a time as possible with the pieces that they have acquired thus far. There is no take-that style sabotage or stealing of resources from other players in this game, merely a race to accumulate the most points possible before the final round of the game. Simplicity is often beauty, and this game has massive quantities of both. Like a round tea bag for a teacup, this is a superb and brilliant idea that is so simple and engaging to play with. It's amazing that no one thought of this variant sooner. Now, whilst it may in the long run be too simple and benign for the hardcore gamer without the expansions, the core set itself is an excellent game that is a must-have for any board gaming club that seeks to welcome other new players to the hobby. Blistashi, which is Russian for brilliant. This is Sean from The Lucky Roll. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff, and until next time, good luck and God bless.